Alright. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to Daily Forex Analysis or Live Forex Analysis. I changed back to the Daily Forex Analysis. So this is for another week, starting off the week. I hope you had a great weekend, and we are also on the starting of the month, so first month of the day. So welcome back if you're existing subscriber, right? Yeah. Or if you're new to this channel, then hello to you. So we're doing this live Daily Forex Analysis. So I pre-selected, as I usually do, 3 currency pairs, and I'm going to be analyzing these 3, which I already wrote it down. So USD Canada, Japanese yen, and Aussie against USD. You can also ask questions or request any other currency analysis. You just need to basically pop it in at the chat box on your right hand side. We do have this live Forex analysis running for 1.5 hours, and we just started up. So we have whole 1.5 hours, which we will be going basically talking about, or I'm going to be answering questions. You can also interact with the other people in here as well as with me and ask questions. And typically I generally analyze in one session about 10-12 currencies, depending on how active we are. So Saish, hello Saish, hello George, hope everyone have a great weekend ahead. Yay. So Saish is asking Euro against Canada and Canadian dollar against Swiss franc. Okay, so we got two currency pairs. Okay, so I'm going to jump in and start analyzing Euro against Canada, as Saish requested, and also I'm going to address the CAD against Swiss franc. So hello everyone, whoever's in here. Just say hello and we can interact with each other. So don't be shy if you're new to this channel. We are all nice and friendly in here. Right, okay, so let's jump into, and I'm going to start analyzing, and then I'm going to come back to the questions after that. So Euro against Canada and CAD. Let's see, Euro against CAD. Let's see what we have on a Euro against CAD. Okay, let's see. So I'll start with the daily time frame. So when I do a day trading, I do from the higher time frames and drill down to the short time frames, and I will see if I see any potential opportunities on the trades. I will mention it. So if I'm waiting for any particular entry on that one, I will mention it, and I'm going to write it on the chart box as well as with the stop losses and the targets. So that signals, I'm going to put it on here. So let's see what we got on the Euro against Canada. So on the daily time frame, so that was on 29th, so it was on Friday. So the price pushed all the way. Okay, so the price pushed all the way up, tested these highs in here. However, we lost most of it where it was gained, so we left with this long wick, and now the price. It did have a gap. Okay, it did have a gap, so the price opened up here, and then now it's coming down, as we can see. Let's see where potentially the price might be heading. So we do have a decent support levels down at. Okay, so this is the first one. So this is the first one where the price is at the moment, and then there is another one. Okay, this is actually a decent support level where the price is sitting at the moment. Let's go to the shorter time frames because I do want to see the other ones as well. That's important. So okay, this is a 4-hour time frame. The price. Okay, this is. It's a bit unclear on the 4-hour daily and 4-hour time frames, and this is a bit sketchy. Okay, let me have a look at the daily time frame again. We come to 50 to 26. Okay, so we have that daily week candle, which is not very nice, and then now the way it looks like it's picking up the momentum towards downside. However, this this sort of uptrend, if you call it, is pretty decent. So let's go to 1 hour time frame, and maybe we can get some day trades out of it. Okay, the one that's down here. Okay, then we can target this. Now I'm anticipating where the price might be heading to this. So we got this low down here, which is down at 152.45, around that level. Yeah, 44. So yeah, that one looks like a decent. That one looks like a decent area as well. However, I do want to see a bit more confirmation. Okay, this is too close as well. Too close. So I see the potential for the price to head down to this way, which is a 152.45 around. However, it doesn't looking that strong enough for me to take the trade. So the only way, if I would justify taking a short trade on this one, if the price come further down, but that would make it, if the price is to come down all the way down to this level, which is roughly about maybe a 152.50, but that will be way too close to the target area, which is 152.45. So it's only 5 pips difference. So it does not really make a good trade, unless if the price comes down all the way down to the 45, 152.45, and closes bearish, then that would be a nice. So let me see where it's on a 4-hour time frame. So on a 4-hour time frame, ooh, that's gonna look good. Okay, so that's gonna look decent, and then we can take the trade down to so 45 will be this one. Then we're going to need further retracement up, potential to 57. So I'm just analyzing, and then I'm going to give it the full details because I'm looking, I know I'm a bit mumbling about, but I'm kind of talking to myself at the moment because I want to get the right levels on this one. Let's see. So right down here. 20. 91, 51.91. See what we have. I do like to couple up things all together if there's more than one sort of evidence that the price might gravitate towards this, or is a stronger support or resistance level. We can use that as a potential target. So in this case, will be the support level, because the price looks like maybe it's going to be heading towards the downside. Was it 20 on this? Okay, we can use this one as a target actually. So 152, 152.20. Okay, so I got the idea. So first of all, I would look into the trade to this one as of the on a short side. However, the price has to do certain moves first. So I do want to see the price coming down all the way down to this lows down here at 152.45, which is around 20 pips down. It's not that far away, so I think it's going to be can easily come down that way, especially on. We still got about 15 minutes to go until this candle is closed. So if the price manages to come down to this level and also closes nicely bearish, so I'm referring as something like a strong bearish candle with not much tails on it, then I would be looking for the potential retracement up to get onto this trade. So if the price closes down at 152.40, about 43.45 zone, then the obvious retracement up would be around this level, so 152.60. So we're looking about roughly about 15 pips a retracement for that. And as of the stop losses goes, so 152.60, we are targeting at 152.20 as of our first target. So we're gonna be down to this down to this support level. It's same on a 4-hour time frame, so it's quite a decent support level, so we can target that one. So 152.60 the entry, and 152.20 is the target. So we're looking for 40 pips. Let's see how is going to be the stop loss. So if we enter at 60, then Okay, so we can give it a 15 pips stop loss, or we can justify taking a 15 pips. You can even do a 12. 12 might be too tight, but 15 pips will be a good call on that one. So 15 pips stop loss and a 40 pip gain on that. So that will be what's almost 1 to 3 on that. So that's pretty decent. But first of all, the price has to come down all the way down to this level, and I do want to see a strong bearish candle to close with. Otherwise, then if the price closes, if the price manages to come down here, let's say, came down and it went all the way up and closed something like this one, so we're like a hammer candle, then I won't be interested in taking the trade because of this long tail. We don't want that one. Okay, so first of all, the price has to meet that requirement. Let me just write that one down in here. Okay, so that was Usdcad. Oops, my caps lock. Usdcad. Type would be on sale. Entry was at 152.60. But again, I want to mention it has to come down and close on a 1 hour time frames, a strong bearish candle. Up until then, that we are not interested in taking that trade yet. So it's going to come up to that retracement is going to be on that one, and then we're going to take the entry at 152.60 with a stop loss of 15 pips. You can give it a 20 pips if you like, but then you're gonna be compromising your risk reward. So you're gonna be 1 to 2 risk reward. Still good, but I prefer have a higher risk reward than just 1 to 2. So target's gonna be at 152. Oops, okay, what? 152.20. Okay, so that will be our target on that one. Let me see again. 45. So this 45 retracement up to this highs, pretty decent. Okay, so then we're gonna be at 152. 150. Okay. It might be 152.21 or 22, depending how wide is your spreads as well. If you're this is a euro against Canada as well, so they might have wider spreads than normal, especially if you were using non-ECN brokers. They might have a wider spread. So keep that in mind, because it has to come down. Maybe let's say if your take profit is at 152.20 and you have let's say 3 pip spreads, then the price has to go down to 152.17 in order for your targets for your take profit to be triggered. So you need to know what your spreads are on that. So make sure that that you know that, because when it comes to day trading and certainly scalp trading, you do need to know that spreads, because that 1 or 2 pips does make a difference. So yeah, cut Swiss franc. Okay. Okay, so let's see if it's gonna work out. So we have still 45 minutes before this candle is closed, and we're gonna see after that. All right, move to the CAD Swiss franc. Yeah, Canadian dollar against Swiss franc. Okay, let's see. Can't see page F. Let's see what we got. Let's put this. No, it's not looking similar. Okay, let's go to daily time frame and see what we have. Actually, I can put the trend line up here as well. Okay, we do have this daily trend line up here. Yeah, price being respecting this trend line quite a bit. Yeah, it tested several times though. 2, 3 already. Okay, so the price came up, took out. Okay, so the price did. So the price came up. It took out these highs, went all the way up, Then now it retraced, tested the trend line again, and now looking like it's coming up. But we have this still as acting as a resistance level, so it's a good point. If so, this is okay. So this is the first time it's coming back up after it has already breakdown. It's the first time it's coming up. It might have a reaction on this this daily resistance, maybe even collapse. Okay, let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame, see what we have on the 4-hour time frame. No, it looks looking pretty decent, looking strong. No, it's only tested on the 4-hour time frame, did it? 70 on 70.15. Let's see on a 4-hourly. No, that was last Friday. Okay, so it's coming up for another test on the daily. So daily time frame is testing that resistance level again. The way it looks like now, even though we have this bearish candle when we came down and tested the trend line, the momentum it picked up fairly quick, so it looks pretty strong still. Looks like it does have enough volume to push the price up. So this is a bit more yeah, this is more of a, I would say, more of a waiting game, because it's not as clear where the price might be heading. Yeah, it does looking like it has a decent momentum towards upside, but we still have that daily resistance, and we would not know if the price has broken that level or not. But I do like the momentum in here, it's pretty good, unless you're willing to give it a try. So for instance, if the price comes up and shows enough bullish strength, then it could be a potential for the trade. I can't really call it at the moment because there's still quite a few things on a 4. Actually, I would wait for the 4-hour time frames to 4-hour candle to close. So we do have that resistance, and we have also the 4-hourly. 4-hourly resistance up here as well. Okay, there's quite a few things to hurdle through. The one thing is, if the price manages to push higher and closes, let's say, I do want to see that on a 4-hourly time frame though. If the price closes on a 4-hour time frame nicely bullish, something like, let's say, this one is decent. I don't think it's going to do this too much, but like these candles in here, they're looking fairly decent. So if it closes something like this one, it looks like the price is managing to push higher. So, but this candle is not closed yet, so we do have, it's only 8:20 in UK, so it's still quite a couple of hours before this candle is closed. So this is on a waiting game. The price manages to push higher. Let's say if it closes at about 70-20 zone and closes bullish, nicely bullish, then there is a potential to take a long trade for on a retracement down to around 70-10 zone, and we can run it up to, so this one's going to be 70.45. That could be, so we're looking for 25 pips. Yeah, it's not. So if we take it at 70.10, yeah, the stop loss is not that good. Okay, so that's not, so we need to 70.55, so that gives us 35, 20 pips. Yeah, the risk reward on this one is not good, so I do not like this. Yeah, I do not like this one. So yeah, this is, I would say, a bit more waiting game and see how it's gonna, how the price gonna behave, and if it shows more strength, then maybe I'll take the trade. But first, I need to observe and see what's gonna happen in the maybe next hour or two. So far, it's still on still under the question, so I can't really mention the levels at the moment on this one. Maybe in 2 hours or so will be good enough. But for now, it's on a waiting game. Was it Usdcad? Usdcad. Okay. Okay, so let's jump into the Usdcad. Is that my one? Okay, let me just return to the chat box. So I've been okay. So Eurocard I did analyze, and CAD Swiss franc I also analyzed. Eurocard I have okay. So Eurocard. Oh, so I actually already took the trade. So Euro against Canada I have entered for the sell at 152.82. Take profit at 50.76. Okay, let me see it again. Eurocards. See what we have on. Let's go to 1 hour the time frame. Okay, it looks like it's going nicely. So you enter that. Let's see what would be level again. Okay, so at 52.82. 52.82. I'll take profit as 52.76. Okay, so it's quite far away target. So 52. So you entered up to this level. Okay. And the target is at 150.76. 150.76. Okay, so you want to know the potential for the stop loss. Okay, so let's see. So 52.82. 82. Stop loss would be, I would personally place it stop loss at around. Okay, let me, before I say it, 53, maybe 53.10. I think that would be the same level as the one I just mentioned on my for the potential tip target 60. Okay, no, this will be a bit further up. I would give it, as of the stop loss, I would position it up to, probably give it about 153.04, give it a 4, 5, 10, 53. You can position it at 53.05. That would be a decent. If you want to give it a bit more space, then you can position it at 53.10. So it's gonna be just further around this level. So that would be decent enough. So that would mean you would be risking 38 pips on that one. Still good considering your targets. So yeah, 153.05 or 10. So that would be a decent enough for the stop loss. Yeah, looks like the price is heading down. And what was the target again? 150.76, 150. Let me see on that. So this is more like a semi-swing. Okay, 150.76. Okay, just by looking at the on a daily time frame, it's still on a choppy range, so it does not really looking that it has any where the price want to head. Of course, the price can come down at this down to this level at the main daily support level, but like 76 is bit. So that will be at the right at the spikes, just below the spikes. So generally, price likes to test the body closes rather than the spikes, unless the price want to come down and potentially take out the spikes. But that will be limiting it to the chance because we are sitting in a choppy range. I would personally would have placed the target probably about 10-15 pips above, so roughly about 50.90 maybe 150.90. Around that level. And also we have this body close, which is the most recent one, so maybe the price will come down here. it can come down all the way down this one, but I would personally give it probably position a bit above, like 15 pips above. So 115.90 would be a decent place to leave the take profit. Keep in mind that if the price manages to come down, there's a good chance the price will have a reaction on this one. So make sure that you do not move your stop loss too tight, because on this one it might have a reaction and come up, take your stop loss, and then continue down to this take profit. So I do think they will have a reaction on these down to this lows, down to these daily lows. So yeah. Okay, let's back to the charts. So Thomas, hello Thomas. Hi George and Emily, waiting for the Usdcad and US dollar Japanese yen. Okay, so I'm going to be jumping into the Usdcad and followed by the I think it was the Usdcad after that. Yeah. So Andreas, morning Andreas, USD Japanese yen. Okay, I'm going to have a look at the USD Japanese yen as I did. Yeah, some of my currencies I said. So thanks George, we'll change the setup. Okay, you're welcome, so Ish. Okay, so let's jump into USDCAD. USDCAD. That's USDCAD. I think when I was looking at the USDCADs, yeah, it's going nicely down. Okay, on the daily time frame, it looks like we have broken this level, and we have kind of shopped around in this bit, and now we are seeing that the price is going down. But that said, this is a daily time frame, so the price easily can come all the way up here and close as similar candle as this one. So that means that we have not really gone anywhere fast. So far it does looking good. And then when I jump into the USD Japanese yen, I'm going to mention what I said on Friday, and actually did what I said. So I'm gonna mention that after I jump into the USDCAD. Okay, so far let's concentrate on USDCAD. On the daily time frame, it's looking down, and let's jump into the 4-hour time frame, see if there is. Yeah, we can see this this choppy range. It looks like the price has broken according to the 4-hourly time frame, and it's heading towards the downside. So we sell sides, and the question is whether might be heading. Let's go to the daily time frame that anticipates where that might be heading. Oh, we have daily support down to this level, 136.50. That's not that far away. 136.50 zone. So we have this. Oops. So we have this daily support level. So that's potentially where the price might be heading at this point. So 136.50. That's another 50 pips. So that's decent. Maybe after that, it's going to go further down. It's down to this level, and maybe even potentially to finally fill this gap up, because it has not. Price does like to fill the gaps when the price have a gaps, and we can see that we have this gap. I'm pretty sure that was where the coronavirus as well happened. So it did not really. It's continued up, and then since how long? Yeah, since like beginning of the March, and then it has not really filled that gap up. So maybe the price will be coming down to potentially fill that gap up, but that doesn't mean that the price is going to continue one way. So it might do something like this, and then fill at the end, fill this gap up. So okay, let's go 4-hourly. We can see it's going down nicely. Let's go to 1-hour time frame. Okay, so we're forming on a 1-hour time frame as a double bottom in here. So we put this low. We have a reaction up. This 1-hour candle, okay, looks pretty strong, and now the price is coming down. So our potential targets, if we can manage to take, that would be good. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a try. Okay, what I'm thinking, and 137.35. Okay, it's only about 35 pips away. I don't think it's going to happen in the next hour. Probably going to take a couple of hours, maybe even longer. ideally I want to see the price coming up to this level. So if, depending on what the price is going to do now, if it's going to start breaking this level and shows more strength, then I will be looking for the recent retracement. However, if the price starts messing around a bit and then maybe something like, let's say, come down like this one, like up, and if it comes up in about next 3 or 4 candles, ideally up to this level where we got these highs in here as well as lows, so there's a very decent resistance level. So we're looking for 137.35. That's the trade I will take. So that will be a good, for the potential for, that's more like a semi-swing. It's not really a day trade. It's more like a semi-swing trade on this one. So that will be my potential for the entry, as if the price will make its way up to this level in about the next 3 or 4 candles. So that will be good. So that will be what level? So 137.35. Let's see. I can leave it at 15 pips on that one. Yeah, actually I can give it a 15 pip stop loss is enough on this one, and for the target it's going to be at 136.50. So we're looking 85 pip gain with a 15 pip stop loss on that. So that's a pretty good risk reward on that. So this is a semi swing. Definitely don't go under the day trades on this particular case, because I don't think it's going to work out today or tomorrow. We're going to have a look at the news as well. As far as I remember, it was nothing major coming out, but just to be sure, Monday. Yeah, only news we got the ISM on the USD side, but does not create too much volatility, so we are fine as of today. Get back to this one. So if the prices comes up to this level, we're going to take the trade. I'm definitely taking this trade because that is look like a good setup. Ideally, will come up in about 3 or 4 candles, so about 3 or 4 hours by each candle representing 1 month. However, if the price decides to continue full and comes down, let's say something like closes a nice bearish candle, that will be still good, but as of the risk reward perspective, it won't be as good as actually with the stop loss wise, it won't be that good either. So if the price comes on at 80, somewhere around 85. Okay, this one needs to be analyzed. There is another potential for if the price keeps continuing to fall, but that's kind of creates a bit more complication because, with the stop losses, because I do see the potential for the entry at this level, but then stop loss has to be up to this level, and the risk reward wise it does not really doesn't really work out. So I need to see what the pattern is going to form in the next few hours. So this is, I can't really mention at the levels on if the price breaks and continues down. I can't really mention any levels at the moment, unless you're planning to just jump into the trade on a breakout, but I pursue rarely do that. Depends. If I see very strong volatility, that I will do that, but I rarely do that. In this case, I can't really justify doing that. So if the price comes up this level, so I'm going to write the levels down. I already mentioned, so 137.35. Okay, maybe 33. 135.33. Oh, sorry, 137.33. 137.33. Okay, so Usdcad. So this is, as I said, this semi-swing potential. So that would be type on that one. Would be sell. Entry is 130.37. Oops, 33. And for the stop losses, we're looking 15 or 20 pips. 15 or 20 pips, but I need minimum 15 pips, and targets will be at was a 136.50. I believe that was, yeah, the daily time frame. Let me just double check to make sure it's on the right side. We have this daily. Yeah, we have this daily, so we have a potential target. It's actually on 44, but let's give it a few pips above, so let's target 36.50. Okay, that's correct. 136.50. Okay, so that will be our target. So that's a potential, but it has to. The one thing I want to mention, that it has to come up. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. So price has to come up to this level, but the way it comes up, it's also very important. So it has to come up something like in about 3 candles. If it comes up something like this one in 1 candle, then yeah, this is a good example. If it comes up like this, this candle, this 1 hour candle, the green one, then I will not be taking the trade, and I will be observing this one. So if it comes up at 3 candles, then yes, it's a good trade. So I will be definitely taking this one towards short side. But if it comes up like this candle, then I'll need to reanalyze and have a look at it. So the next one, USD Japanese yen. So let's jump into US dollar Japanese yen. So let's see what we got. JPY, US dollar Japanese yen. Ooh, let's see, daily time frame. Oh, so the one thing I wanted to mention. Okay, this is very bad. Oh, jeez. Yeah, one thing I mentioned, it was last Friday when I was analyzing this one. The price was down somewhere on this level, and I was looking like, okay, looking good at the time. But as I did mention that, I said that I do want to wait and see of the daily candle to close, because as I said, the price can come all the way up and close in this wedge, this sort of a wedge pattern, which it actually did. On. I just checked it on Monday, and I see last night, okay, it closed probably to this this wedge sort of squeeze, and pretty much will the same apply to this one. At some point, the price has to break either up or the down, but for now, it still has that kind of little space. We can see it in here. There is this tiny space left, and the price can come up and close something like this. So it can definitely do that. As of where the price might be heading right now, it's pretty difficult to say on the daily time frames, and I don't think it's gonna be pretty clear on 4-hourly time frames. Okay, we have this 4-hourly bearish candle. Let's go to 1-hourly. Yeah, it doesn't really look that I would like to trade this. Yeah, I don't. Let me see. Maybe there's some day trade potential. Okay, so we have this. Okay, with this support level, the price already came and air kissed it, so that doesn't make it really. Yeah, I would wait before I even decide to trade on this one, at least. Yeah, I would wait until we have a bit of a clearer view where the price decides to head, because these candles, we can see it in here, it does not looking that. It's very difficult to anticipate where the price potentially might be heading. It looks very ugly, just looking at this. These candles in here. Look at these candles. Terrible. Yeah, terrible. It doesn't really give us any clue whatsoever where the price might be heading. So until and I don't think it's going to be today, until this shows more hands where the price might be heading, I would leave it out on the US dollar Japanese yen. It looks pretty ugly. Maybe there are some potential for the scalp tradings, but I don't really do scalp trading. It takes too much time. There could be a day trade potential later on, but as of for now, right, let's say maybe after price shows a lot of strength and maybe breaks this level, maybe, but for now I definitely can't mention anything at the moment, any levels whatsoever. So this is so disqualified for the trading from my perspective at this time, until the price decides to show where they might be heading. So that was USD, Japanese yen. So we do have the other currencies. What was the other one? Japanese yen. Oh, that's fine. Australian dollar against USD. So Aussie USD. Let's see what's going on with the Aussie USD. Let's see Aussie. Let's see what Aussie doing. Aussie should be up. Yeah. Yeah, also looking particularly strong. Yeah, also looking strong towards upsides, and maybe hold on, let's go have a look at this weekly. Okay, what is this trend like on the monthly time? Okay, this is the monthly time frame. Maybe that's where the price is heading towards this trend line. Okay, let's go back to daily. Okay, so we got this area up here. Yeah, the way it looks like that the price is, the momentum is pretty strong towards upside, and it's already tested this one, and the way it's looking like that the price will most likely going to continue higher. Let's go to a short time before we do that. So we're definitely looking for the long side play. It could be 6,800. 6,800 will be a good potential for the target. I do think this will break these highs. The way it's looking like is pretty strong. So 6,800 our targets. Let's go to a short time frame and figure out where is gonna be our potential for the entry. Yeah, looking very strong. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. Okay. 67.40. This is one as also semi-swing. Let me see what this spike on the daily time frames are. So I do want to see the price taking out this high in here. So 67.80 or I think 67.80. So that is about 20 pips. Okay, so the first thing the price has to do is I do want to see the price coming up and taking out this spike high. So once the price does that, it only needs about 15-20 pips to push a little bit higher, and the price will manage to take out that daily high. So once the price does that, then we want to see a retracement down to 68.80. Okay, that's gonna take some time. I don't think 4 hours. $67.40. $67.40. Okay. So once the price does that, if the price takes out that high there, then I will be looking for the retracement down at about 67.36, or roughly about this zone. So we will be this high. So we're going to be targeting these highs. So 67.37, and we're going to position our stop losses. Actually, let me see if it's going to work out with the risk reward, because that's very important. 67.30, 67.36. Sorry, so 67.36. Our stop loss is going to be around 20 pips. You can justify give it 20 pips, maybe 22, 20. We can justify taking 20 pips. So our stop loss is going to be down at this level, and our target is going to be at 6,800. So we are looking at getting on to the 36, so 67, 36. So we're looking for the roughly about 65 pips gain on that one. 65 pips gain with about 20 pips stop loss. You can give it about couple of pips more if you like, so to position it down around this level. So 25 is also justifiable, and with the risk reward wise works out just under 1 to 3 risk rewards on that, so it's a decent trade. But first of all, I do want to see the price taking out that daily high, which is it's going to need about now about 15 pips, 10 or 15 pips now. So I do think the price will manage to take out that daily spike high, which is this one up here. So I do think it will go in 6,800 is going to be our target after that. So hopefully it's going to have a reaction on this one, and we're going to see a decent retracement. Of course, there's a chance that the price just continue towards upside, which in this case, then in that case, then I need to reanalyze again and reestablish new entries and new stop losses as well as targets potentially. Okay, so for now, the entry for this one 67, 36. So that is Usd. Type would be obviously buy. Entry would be 736. SNL, let's see, 20 to 25 pips. And targets. We are looking for 6,800. So yeah, but first I want to again emphasize that first price has to take out that daily spike high. I don't think even it will go anywhere further down that far up until the price breaks this level. But just in case, I do want to mention in case that price will do that. So I don't think it's going to be a lot of orders around this level, so the price needs to get rid of that orders before price will have a retracement. So we're going to see if it's going to do it or not, but it's certainly looking pretty strong towards upside. So this is the interest of this. Okay, I mentioned all of it. So this is USD. So news. I think I mentioned news. So Andreas said, thank you, George. You're welcome, Andreas. And Thomas said, thank you. You're welcome, Thomas, as well. So we have good 40 minutes. So we have good 40 minutes, guys, to still on the live stream. So yeah, you can ask questions as well as request any other currencies. If you want me to have a look at it, you've got questions or whatever, just pop them in the chat box. So yeah, if I don't see any interaction, then I will be signing out early, but we do have that 1.5 hours, which is a good amount of time. Sorry, Euro against British pounds. Okay, sure. I'm gonna have a look at the Euro GBP. Euro GBP. Let's go have a look at the GBP. Okay, so has it taken out? No, it's not taken out. Okay, so it looks like on here we put this spike high in here, but the way it looks like it has not really managed to take out this spike high in here. And now we gapped a bit, and then prices continue to fall. Okay, it looks like it's having a bit of a down pressure the way it's looking right now, but that is not really confirmed until we see the this daily candle to close. Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame. Yeah. Okay, so far it is looking okay. 1 hour time frame looking not bad. but we don't have alignment. No. Yeah, so far it is quite untradeable unless the price does a bit more moves. Yeah, but so far I wouldn't trade this one as of now. The first of all, the price has to show me on a 4-hour time frame potential to maybe break these lows, but I do want to see a strong bearish close before I trade these currencies. So far is it doesn't really looking that I want to trade upside, and it doesn't really looking that I want to trade towards downside either. So it has to do something that shows me that, okay, either up or down. I know it's on a daily time frames, it looks pretty strong towards upside. However, the price can have a retracement and it can last for quite some time as well, and especially if you use the tight stop losses, which I normally do, we might get chopped and get stopped out. So for now, the way it's looking, it might have, because the price came up all the way up to this level and almost oops, that was that high. Oh, we're here. So yeah, almost took out. It looks like maybe the margin took out these highs. Probably a lot of sell orders came in as well as a lot of orders were triggered. So maybe the price will have quite a deeper retracement. So we're gonna see that maybe in the next day or two. So far I would not trade this one at the moment. Certainly should be a day trading opportunities, but for now the way it looks like it's I don't want to trade this one at the moment. So if it continues to fall towards downside, then I need to reanalyze, and if it's gonna turn and join this main trend towards upside on the daily time frames, then again I need to reanalyze. But for now, it doesn't look that I don't want to trade this pair at the moment. This is on a waiting list. But certainly, if it comes down, I do see a swing potential if the price will push toward to downside, maybe down to this level. Oops. Maybe down to this level, or maybe this level. There could be a potential towards the swing side, but for now it's a bit early to say. So yeah, this is a bit untradeable at the moment. It needs to quite a few things for me to get me interested. So that's the Usdjpy side of the fate for now. Yeah, as of the news, I did say that before that we only have the ISM manufacturing PMI, which generally does not create too much volatility, and we have it at 3 p.m. UK time, so nothing much to sort of worry about. And yeah, we do have bank holidays in Switzerland, Europe, France, and Germany, so I don't think it's going to have a major effect as well. So yeah, we're good. If you're taking on Australian dollar, yeah, we have it tomorrow. We have a cash rate and RBI rate statement. So keep in mind, depending what's where you are and how you trade it. Keep in mind if you take the trade, this one's most likely gonna have some or big volatility, depending how this the cash rate and the statement's gonna go. So depending what they're gonna mention about the interest rates and all that. So keep that in mind if you get a position, especially if it's a day trade, depending how you trade. Gold. So he's asking gold too. Okay, let's have a look at the gold. No problem, ish. Let's see. XAU USD. It came down. Oh, we didn't manage to come down here. Yeah, the price didn't manage to come down here. That explains why I was not triggered. So it's making its way up. Looks like it's starting to go to this sort of a kind of a choppy range, like this one we are seeing. So it's making its way to most likely up to this level. at these highs in here. Let's see what we have in the shorter time frames. Okay, so price. Okay, price managed to took out the high where they might be going 1747. Okay, this spikes. What's on the daily time frame? 17. Okay, about 1747. Go to 4 hourly. Okay, go to 1 hourly. I saw the potential target at 1747. The way it looks on a 1 hourly, 4 hourly time frame, it looks like the momentum is towards upside, so there could be a decent potential to trade towards upside, but the target is only 1747, which is at the target is only about 8 pips. Which is not that great. It's typical for the gold. That's why I only do, or 98% of the time, I only trade this for the swing basis, not really on a day trade basis. But it has this potential for the towards upside to this daily highs, which is at 1747 zone. The only thing I would want to see, okay, the price already did a retracement, so the price already came down and so tested this sort of level. We can see it in here. Maybe we're gonna have a bit more retracement. Ideally, I will give it a bit more if the price gives us the oil and the traces down to at 17, probably about 1735 zone, roughly about 1735 zone down to this level. So that one is also a strong support level. I do want to see that one is happening either next hour or 1 hour after that. So I don't want to see in one candle coming down and closing something like this. I don't want to see that. So if it's going to take 2 or 3 candles to come down to this level, that would be good. So that will be potential for the long side. And so this level is around 17. What's 36? 35. Okay, call it 36. 1736. That will be for the entry, and for the stop losses. 1736, and we're looking for the 1747. Yeah, the risk reward is not looking good, so I would five pips. Okay, I do see the potential, but as of personally, I would most likely not trade this one. So I do see if we get into this level, let's say it's 1736, you're going to give it 5 pip stop loss of 5 or 6 pip stop loss, but it will be way too tight. Also considering the spreads, you might get stopped out, but because our target is at 1747, it's only like 11 pips away, so it's not really a great target. But I can't really take any further target because it is more or less in the choppy range. So I can see the price getting as far as up to this 1747, and I don't think it's going to continue any further than that until something else happens. So unlikely it will happen. So it's only 11 pip gain and we need to take about 5 or 6 pips. So we're looking for 1 to 2 risk rewards, but the way it does not looking particularly favorable, to be honest. So it's yeah, just my opinion about the gold. So that's why I would personally looking for the swing trade rather than on a day trade. As of the swings, it's yeah, it's yeah, for the swing to happen is still, yeah, still no. Probably gonna take a good some time before it's gonna set up for the swing trade again. So that's the gold. So we got just under half hour. So just under half hours. Yeah, so we got just under half hour. So if you got any other questions, or I did analyze quite a few currencies as well. So maybe if you got anything in mind, just shoot them in the chat box. So I'll give it some time. Yeah, also guys, please make sure to smash that like. It really supports my channel and it helps immensely to grow my channel. So it does shows a lot of support, and from a YouTube perspective, they do count their likes and all likes, comments, and all that, the views and all that. So it does make a big difference, and yeah, it does mean a lot to me and a lot to us as well. Thank you, George. You're welcome, Saish. Not a problem at all. So yeah, make sure to smash the like, and yeah, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe. I upload regular content on YouTube, as well as we do this daily forex analysis, or live forex analysis we call it. I changed back to the daily forex analysis, so I had daily forex analysis on the from the beginning, then I changed to live forex analysis. Now I'm switching back to the daily forex analysis. It's because of the targeted key searches. It's better ranks me on the daily forex analysis rather than a live forex analysis, but it's more of a live forex analysis rather than daily forex analysis, because I do mention sometimes the semi-swing trades and even swing trades as well, apart from just the day trades. So but in terms of the ranking, the daily forex analysis as of the keyword ranks better, so that's why I changed it back to it on that. Yeah, so as I was saying, I do upload daily, and we do this live forex analysis Monday to Friday, 8 AM UK time, and it lasts for 1.5 hours on each session. And there's going to be sort of a new upgrades coming in soon. I believe it's very soon. I'm working on a Discord channel, so I was looking at this today as well. So I'm still learning at the Discord, and then I'll be creating sort of the chart, so it will be easier for everyone to like get together and ask questions and interact with each other as well. And I'm going to be there obviously and help as much as I can. So that will be coming soon. So he's asking Aussie against Japanese. Yeah, okay, let's jump into the Aussie. Usdjpy. See what the Aussie is doing. Ooh. Okay, so this one is like, yeah, looks very similar to the Aussie, so very similar to the Aussie USD. Yeah, very similar. All right, one thing I do want to mention: if every trade sets up, unlikely, but if every trade which I mentioned, the levels it sets up, just don't take all of them, please, because you will be exposing risk. Some currency pairs, they do have a high correlation between them. So if you take, let's say, for instance, if we're taking Aussie USD and Euro USD, they do have a high correlation. So let's say if you put buy trade on one of them and the buy trade on the other one, you potentially exposing the higher risk. So if let's say you bought Aussie USD and Euro USD for both of them, and suddenly starts, let's say Euro USD suddenly starts to drop, there's a high chance that the Aussie USD gonna follow the Euro USD. So they do have a high correlation, and yeah, some currencies they do have a high correlation, some have a negative correlation, and etc, etc. So make sure don't take all the trades if they set up, just in case. So pick like one, maybe two, if they are kind of complete opposites or they don't have a correlation between them. So like Aussie, Japanese yen. It does looking strong towards upsides, as we can see, looking pretty strong. For now, it's looking pretty strong, but we do have this this daily candle is not closed yet. So if it comes down all the way down here, that's not gonna look good. But for now, we're gonna judge what is in front of us. Okay, so let me just see weekly time frame. See what we have. Yeah, it's been going up pretty nicely last week and the week before as well. Once we have broken this sort of choppy range, it's been going up steadily. Okay, so potentially probably going to be heading to this trend line, same as the Aussie USD. They do have. Okay, let's go to 4 hourly and 1 again. Looking, yeah, decent. Nice momentum towards upside. Let's go to 1 hourly. Yeah, very similar to very similar to the Aussie USDs, almost identical. The way I would have looked at it has to come down around this level. So okay, there's nothing. Yeah, it has to come down around this. Oh wait, I did say that price has to take out the. Do we have any spike? Okay, no, we do have a spike highs. Oh no, we do have this one. 90. Yeah, looks very similar to the Aussie USD. So I would wait for this potential for the price to take out this spike high and then potential to retrace down to, if you look at the 1 hour time frame, down around this level, and the stop loss will be around this down to this level. So very similar to the Aussie USD. So it would be pretty much the same setup. So if this was gonna do, as I said, the probably Aussie USD is gonna most likely do a follow to the same one. So just to make sure, do they have? Yeah, they do have a conversion. Oh, this one is coming down now, but it has not taken out the spike high. Okay, let me see what the Aussie USD is doing. 1 second. Let's see what he's doing. Yeah. The USD. See, it looks like it's a bit of a sharp move down. Okay, so this one is having a sharp move. Obviously, they have a high correlation, but it has not really taken out that high. No, it hasn't taken out. No, it has not managed. It just got so close, but it has not really taken out that high. Ooh, now it's coming down. Okay, so that's not that good. I was hoping the price will push and takes out, and after that it will come down. But now it's though there is another potential for that one. So basically, the Aussie Japanese yen and Audi USD would be the very same, almost the identical on this one. But I'll be more. So as we can see, the price already came down and tested, but it has not taken out that daily high which I mentioned earlier. So in this case, because the price is picking up some momentum, so the next entry I would say will be down here, but this one looks a bit too strong right now. So I would this is on a waiting. This is on a waiting list. Same as Aussie USD, so it would disqualify. What I mentioned about the Aussie USD, that would be disqualified. That's levels I just wrote it down, so that will be disqualified. So not worth to take the trade because price has not really taken out that the daily high, and then now we are seeing this strong reaction towards downside. Yeah, it does picking the quite a bit of momentum. So as you can see, like they're working on a synchronized movements. So yeah, that will be disqualified as well. Account momentum down here. Yeah, it's picking up a momentum. Okay, what's going on? Let's see. Swiss franc. Oops. Just bear with me a second. Swiss franc Japanese yen. I did have a notification on that one to notify me. Oh, that was the other currency I wanted to mention. I forgot CHF. Let's see. Maybe. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I was looking this one for the potential upside as well, but now we are seeing too much. Okay. Oh, I need to cancel that one. Damn it. Okay. One 175. Okay, so it's quite interesting now. Let's I'm just comparing the. Okay, no, this one looks good. Yeah, all that. Just bear with me a second in here. Okay, no, this is daily candle is not close, so I can't really justify that one. But I do see the potential on this one to still manage to take the trade. Okay, unlikely on this one because that one just expanded way too much. But the USD is still behaving not as bad as the Australian dollar against Japanese yen. Not too strong. Yeah, I would definitely own a weight on this one. It does looking too strong. No, it's too far away. That one winded. Yeah, we had this sudden reaction toward downsides. If for some reason, if we still have quite a long to go, this 45 around just over 45 minutes before this candle is closed. But if it's let's say maybe moves up and closes somewhere up here, and maybe the next hour or hour after that, if it comes down to this level down here, there could be a potential for the entry. Because we can't really take the trades in here because it did not do what I was hoping to do. But there's still a potential for the price to take this trade up to down to this level. So that will be around 67.20, roughly about 67.20 zone. But the price has to make its way down here at the very minimum in the next hour candle, or ideally in on the third candle. And if it comes down like this one, then it would not take the trade. I will not take the trade. So there's still a hope if the price makes its way down here in about next hour or hour after that, there is still a potential for the buy side. But if it does not do that, then I will not be interested to trade towards upside, and maybe we're looking for the switch to the short side. This is a 4-hour time frame. Yeah, maybe we'll be looking to even short side, at least for time being. But so far, I'll be looking for the towards upside for now. And yeah, this one is already came down all the way and tested that daily 1 hourly low. So I would say this one put it more waiting as well, more observation, because I can't really mention any levels at the moment. Most likely we're gonna have a clear view in when this candle is closed. So this is on a waiting list, but maybe still a hope on this Aussie USD or not. Probably not. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna probably follow the Aussie Japanese yen the way it looks like right now. It's it's falling pretty sharply. Where's maybe some news came out. China said, oh, maybe it was this one affected. It came out 6 minutes ago. Yeah, maybe the China said to hold some US impacts as okay, tensions wise, great. Okay, so the most likely this was the this is the reason why the price had moved towards downside, the Aussie USD. So the USD had yeah, not very good news for the USD. And that's why it's having, so this is beat Okay, I would say observation on this, see how it's going to go, because we do have a negative news. Yeah, so we do have. I don't think that would affect. So let's see what's going to happen. But yeah, weights, I would say on a waiting list, same as this one. I do want to see how this 1 hour candle is going to close. Then I might be switching to even short sides. Yeah, if it's going to show a lot more strength towards downside, then I will be switching. Yeah, I will be switching towards downsides. Let's see what it's gonna do on this hour. Again, so this is on a waiting list. Looks quite interesting. There might be some fresh trades coming in today. So for that. Okay, so we have about 13 minutes. Probably gonna have one more currency. If you got anything in mind, maybe we're gonna have time for the one more currency analysis. Unless you got any particular questions, guys, to ask, then shoot them in the chat box. We have about just over 10 minutes to go. I think I covered. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. That's what I was looking for, the potential. This is more for a potential swing, but I do share this one with you guys. I was looking at this last all the weekends. I was looking, and I think I did mention it on Friday as well. I mentioned that I'm gonna see how this daily candle is gonna close. So yeah, let's see to refresh my memory. Yeah. We can see this. We have this very strong weekly candle, bullish weekly candle, so that looks pretty decent. And I'm waiting for this candle to come down. They'll come down about 75, so 111.75. So that's why I'm waiting for the price to push down to 111.75. But because we have this strong momentum picking up towards the downside, I might give it. Yeah, I'm gonna do my entry setup on this one, so see if it's gonna hopefully will work out on the entry setup. But as of the for the potential for this one is swing trades, and we're looking forward to get on to 111.75 with the stop loss. Actually, we can get away with the 25 pips. Well, 25. Yeah, 25 to 30 pips. And our targets, what was the target I was targeting? So this one already tested. I can't remember what was the target. Again, let's check. Where did I write it down? So let's go to weekly. I think that was a weekly time frame I was targeting. So definitely not this one. It was 113.14 if I'm not mistaken. It was 113.40. Yeah, 113.40 down at this level. Yeah, I believe that was the target, 113.40 zone. So 113.40. We're looking for 111.75 with a 30 pip stop loss that we are looking. So that's a good one. So the target is 175, 40, so roughly looking for 165 pip gain on that one. And if we take with a 30 pip stop loss, that is incredible risk reward on that. Okay, so this is the potential for that's the swing I'm looking for. 111.75 for the entry with a 25 or 30 pip stop loss, and the target is at 113.40. So we're going to use the weekly time frame for our target. So roughly about these highs, and comes across same as these highs as well, and these lows. So that's a decent, very decent resistance lower. So if the price will manage to get up to that level, that will be I don't think there's a good chance it will stop there. So we're going to take our profits at that 113.40 zone. So I'm going to write the levels down at Swiss franc, Japanese yen. If the price will come down, it gives us pretty close. Yeah, 175. Let me see the stop loss again. Yeah, actually 25 would be okay. I'm good at 30 pip stop loss. There could be costing a potential 2 trades unless you want to leave your stop losses down here. I personally would not, because that would mean about 50-60 pip stop loss, and then gives us about 1 to still about 1 to 3, which would actually not that bad. But that's a personal choice. I would personally would give it about 25 or 30 pip stop loss. Okay, let's write the levels down. So I'm going to do a 75. So this is Odch. Caps lock. Odch. Oh no, it's not Odch. It's Jpy. Jpy. But this is potential for the swing trade. Swing trade. Swiss franc Japanese. The US value. It's not Swiss franc. Did I Swiss franc Japanese? No, that was Australian dollar against Japanese, not Swiss. Did I analyze? Oh, Jesus. Oh, right, yeah, correct. Sorry, my fault. My bad. Too many currencies to hallucinate. Okay, yeah, okay, my fault. Sorry. Mostly Japanese yen, so this is the one. Okay, so the type would be on this. Buy. So type would be buy. So this is a swing trades and not the day trades. Not really. Not a semi-swings, quite far away from a semi-swing as well. Okay, type buy and entry. Entry would be 170. 70. What do you think? Oh, the Japanese here. Wow, it's continuing to fall. Ah, geez, what am I doing? What did Japanese? Yeah, no, that was a Swiss franc Japanese yen. Yeah. Okay, so completely messed it up. So it's a Swiss franc Japanese yen. Yeah, completely messed it up. I was looking multiple currencies at the same time, and that's what happens when you're looking too many currencies at the same time. So 3 currencies at the same time. So Swiss franc Japanese yen, and we're looking for the entry at 111.75. Okay, now I got it. Okay, so 111.75. That's a potential for the entry. Stop loss is that 25-30 pips. For the target is at 113.40. Okay, so 113.40. Funky. Swing trades. Shall I say trade? Okay, so that's a swing. So that's a potential. Actually, let me just do this. Okay, still need about 20 pips. Yeah, hopefully we manage to come down at that level. It might take actually another day, you never know. But yeah, so far it does looking for. Alexi said analyze. Okay. Again, I don't know what I mean, Alexi, about analyze. What? I didn't mention any currency or anything, just analyze. Okay, so we got 5 minutes, so not many. I don't think we have time for another currency analysis. So we have, but certainly if you got any questions, shoot them up. I think we're probably going to manage to answer about 1 or 2 questions, depending on the difficulty of the question. So yeah. So this is the this is the Discord channel I'm looking at. So I'm working. So I will be at some point setting up this Discord channel. So I want to create a chat so where we can all together gather and help and interact with each other. And I will be there so we can ask questions as well. So it will be more sort of quicker rather than in here. I mean, this is live. Obviously, I won't be there 24/7 on the Discord channel, but it still will be more interactive than just 1.5 hours on the YouTube. So it'll be more, better, I think. So let's see what's gonna happen. So I think it's gonna take me maybe about a week or two, depends. And I'm gonna have that Discord channel, maybe even less. We'll see how it's. I'm still like learning on that Discord how this is going and how to do all what Discord has to offer. Okay guys, so I'll be signing out, so we are only about a couple of minutes before our live stream is over, so please make sure that smash that like. It really means a lot to me and it does shows me a lot of support, so do thank you for that one. I do appreciate your support, and also if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe. I do upload daily, and I do live forex analysis Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. UK time, as well as I do weekly forex analysis and tips how to improve your trading game. Mainly it's about mindset. So I do upload 2 fresh videos this weekend, last weekend, sorry, on Saturday. So make sure to check it out, about the fear and what to do after you execute the trade. I believe that was the two videos, so make sure to check it out. I think my lovely assistant did put the links on the she did. So she did put the links on this chat box, so if you go all the way up you will see. So otherwise, a massive thank you to my lovely assistant. She's been helping me out a lot, so big thank you with her. She's keeping everything organized, which is great help, and to make sure that I don't miss out or miss with the currency pair. So I almost did it, so that's good. That's good that she's helping me out a lot. So okay guys, so we're gonna be here tomorrow at 8 a.m. UK time on the Daily Forex Analysis. So and then up until Friday, and then the weekend I'm going to be doing another video. So we are still, this channel is I'm uploading a lot of content on this channel, and it's completely free. That's the best part of it. So okay guys, I appreciate your support and your likes, and interaction was good. So I will see you guys tomorrow 8 a.m. UK time. Have a great day, and see you guys tomorrow. Oops.